Stop lying to yourself. Stop lying to yourself. One of the things that I hate the most is hearing students lie to themselves. One of the things that I hear so often is, I want to be this, I want to be that. And I ask, great, what are you doing about it? And as we talk more and more, I realize that all they're doing is talking about it. That's great. Talk about it, then do it. One of the students I have that I was talking with last night, I have him at a night class. He says he wants to be a comedian. Every time I see him, he says he wants to be a comedian. It's his life's work. It's what he wants to do. And every time I say, great, when will you be on a stage? When will you be delivering the TV show that you talk about? And he says, no, I'm waiting for my work to be perfect. That's not how it works, right? I've even had conversation with him about, Bill Murray, all the great comedians out there. How many times did they fail? How many times did they get out there on stage and fail before they had success? Thousands. But that's what he's not willing to do. He thinks his jokes need to be perfect. No. You need to get out there and do. I said, you're wasting your time writing jokes if you're not calling up comedy clubs and asking to perform for them. You're wasting your time if you're not calling up TV companies to produce your show. You're wasting your time if you're not out there on the court playing the game. Instead, you're learning how to play the game. Stop learning how to play the game and just get your butt out there. Do you learn basketball from watching YouTube? No. You get out there and you play with the basketball and put it in the hoop. And then you get out there and play with other players. Another person, he said to me, hey, would you subscribe to my channel? And I asked him, what's the purpose of your channel? He said, what do you mean, what's the purpose? I said, well, why am I subscribing? The point of subscribing to something is so I consistently get some of the similar content that you produce. What am I watching? What's the point? Why do you want me to subscribe? He said, well, I guess I do vlogs and I do some gaming stuff. I said, great. I don't really care about gaming, so that's out. But what do you vlog about? And he said, I don't know, stuff. I said, well, so why am I subscribing? I don't get it. What's the point? And what I wanted him to get was that we don't subscribe to things to help people out. We subscribe to things because it's content we want to receive repeatedly, right? And and I said, all right, so when's your next vlog come out? I'll check it out. He said, well, I haven't done one in a couple months. I said, why the heck am I subscribing to if you haven't done it in a couple months, right? There's no point. There's no point in me subscribing if you don't produce content. That's just putting a little number next to your subscribe button. Who cares? That doesn't even do you any good. It helps you continue lying to yourself that people care about your channel when they don't. Right? I have someone else. He wants to have subscribers. I said, great, let's start your YouTube channel. We did that. All right, when's your next video coming out?
Many months later.
He's still waiting. He still hasn't made it. He's too scared. He's afraid of being judged by the people that he wants to perform for. He'll perform in class all day. He can do a comedy act for the entire 100 minutes that I have him. But he's too afraid to get on the internet and make videos, despite saying that he wants a subscriber following. He wants people listening to him. Stop lying to yourself. You say you want these things, but your actions speak far louder than your words do. I don't care what you say anymore because your actions are not, your actions are telling me that you really don't want it. You'd rather be afraid than you would be successful. One of the things I love listening to is Gary Vaynercuk. He says that speed is far more important than performance. That's how I was able to come out with my book, right? It's not perfect. There have been spelling errors in it. I've found them. Other people have found them. But guess what? I've had an opportunity to have a global audience. I got a Facebook message last week from someone in Australia asking how can they get my book, because they found me on YouTube. I have a global audience. You know how I got that? From making 80 something videos in about 5 months. That's how I've gotten that, right? You gotta give up perfection, right? Perfectionists out there, it's gonna get in your way. Don't wait for it to be perfect. So, if you want to win a volleyball championship, I'm the volleyball coach, get out there and start practicing. If you want to get better grades in math, if you want to become a computer programmer, get some of the tools you need, but stop waiting for the tools you need. Do what you can do. So many people, they have circumstances that get in their way for things, and at the same time, they're just waiting. I know every once in a while I do this too, right? So when I wanted to make an audiobook, I was waiting till I could afford to buy like an expensive mic to record on. And I realized that I was so busy doing perfection that I wasn't doing it all, right? So I started recording on my iPhone. I did out the first 20 chapters, put it up onto acx.com, the website you work with for getting your content on Audible. And I realized that the format wasn't right. So I at least got through some of that learning curve so that when I could afford my mic, which I got for Christmas, I could start producing things, right? It didn't take the actual equipment, it took the learning curve to figure out what I need to do. So often one thing I'll admit for myself is that I get stopped by things, right? Sometimes I get stopped in making YouTube videos because I'm concerned with having this perfect business model strategy, and one of the things I really want to accomplish is I want to be able to inspire people with my words, and so it's going to take practice. I'm going to have to keep spewing nonsense till something starts clicking and I start figuring that out, just like Gary Vaynercuk, right? He has a daily, I don't know if it's a vlog, but every day he has a video come out because he has a cameraman follow him around all day, listen to his words, and then they edit it. Then someone else edits the video at the end of the day, and he has a new video every day. They have a couple, maybe I think anywhere between 10,000 to a million views per video. All right, so what are you waiting for? If you actually want a goal, figure out what's that fear that's stopping you, because whatever that fear is what you're afraid of being judged for. And the question is, what are they judging you for now? What would you rather have? Being judged for making videos, or being judged for saying you want to make videos and never making them? That's what you want to think about, because that's what's happening right now. If you're not making stuff right now, you're being judged either for not saying it and being whoever it is that you are that you're judged for. If you're saying that you want to and then you do nothing, you're being judged hard for that. And the best kind of judgment, if you're out there making, is that you're being judged on your stuff. And that's where, if you want to be successful anywhere, you got to develop tough skin. Some students say, hey, I don't want to go sit over there because these people are giving me a hard time. Sometimes I'll move you because I know that's gonna help you out with learning. At the same time, you got to develop tough skin. I don't care what career path you take. People are gonna rash on you, right? There are moments when I have to accept for myself that there are problems with some of my teaching practice, and I have to be ready for criticism from my peers, from my bosses, right? You have to develop tough skin and learn to take that criticism and work with it, not run away from it. So many people are going to make YouTube videos this month, today, and they're going to receive some judgment for it, and then they're going to stop making stuff, right? You got to keep making stuff. You got to keep hungry for that judgment. If you want to see what imperfection looks like, my book is available on createspace.com and amazon.com. It talks about a lot of it. When you're done lying to yourself, it means you've gotten over the ready, aim syndrome. General Patton in World War II, he talked quite a bit about the good plan executed today is better than a perfect plan executed next week. And everybody's busy making their perfect plan for next week, but not making their good plan for today. And that's it. Stay weird.